Are live. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Toy Shill, episode number
10.
10.
Toy Shill?
Welcome back.
No Shill.
No Shill. Sorry, No Shill. No Shill podcast.
No Shill podcast.
I missed 1 week and I forget already.
Episode 10, sponsored by our good buddies at Toy Depot, Whittier. And every Thursday, Friday, if you go to Toy Depot, they'll give you 10% off if you say, or let them know, No Shill sent you in. Anyway, let's continue on to... Starbucks. Yeah. You want to tell them your order? That way they can
caramel macchiato upside down, extra caramel. Boom.
Yeah, you can deliver them to his
my P.O. box. Yeah, it'll be nice and rotten by then. Anna's in the chat. Hello, Ghost Tab. What's up? I don't know if this guy's still in here. This was at 2:43 p.m. But yes. Hello, everyone. We're gonna wait for a few more. We got so far. It says we got 13 in the chat. Let's see. We got a lot to cover tonight. A lot to cover
in an hour and a half.
We never go that freaking. That's like podcast. What do they call it? Like you're supposed to go an hour to an hour and 30 minutes of podcast, but not forget that.
Yeah, it's podcast etiquette.
Forget the rules. No, forget that. That's shilling. No.
Yeah, we don't shill.
Says Sam lives on the edge of the Starbucks drink. Yes, of course. What's up, Sculptor 3D Toys? If so, what? I'm still blocked, senor. I can talk to you. What? I don't know what that is. Let's see here. Hey guys, question: what's your favorite Val Kilmer movie? We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into all the good stuff. Hey man, you know what? I could probably talk a good hour and a half talking about corn. I really could.
True.
I'm going to rant. Oh, we're gonna get into all this. Don't worry. Save that comment. We're gonna get into everything. Do not worry. What's up, collector friends from Tempe? Hey, there's a place I want to go visit in Arizona. Oh my God, I forgot the name. I think it's called a Toy Box. I totally forgot the name. But next time I go to Arizona, there's a place I want to go check out that looks pretty badass. What's up, Mikey?
What's up, Vatos?
Says it's me, Colton. I was never actually corn. It's pretty. Oh, it's Colton. Oh, okay. I remember what he was talking about. Yeah, I remember that guy. You remember that guy? Or no?
No.
Yeah, he was trying to say NECA.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, F Guns? How's it going? Just watched Tombstone. Yeah, I actually just watched. I was just watching right now. Frailty with directed by Bill Paxton and stars Matthew McConaughey and Booth Powers. And well, think about this. It was directed by Bill Paxton, starring Booth Powers. Both starred in Tombstone. Both actors passed away, and then Val Kilmer passed away. That's 3 actors from Tombstone that passed away at pretty young age.
Is that like a 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon situation?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, okay.
Batman Forever. We're gonna get into
connected somehow. That's what that means. 7 degrees.
Toy anxiety. It's not toy anxiety. Is that the place I went to last time? I don't remember. I don't remember if it was toy anxiety. There's a place called Toy Box in the IE. Okay, that's not it then. Not the toys we collect. Okay, that's not it. If you're going to Arizona, Elm Street Toys. Ooh. Interesting. All right. So we got a few things to talk about today. We're gonna be discussing the new Marvel Legends that just got announced. We're gonna be talking about WonderCon, and we're also gonna be talking about what? Cinemacon, yeah, but also Val Kilmer. We're also going to be discussing Val Kilmer because I don't normally talk about when actors pass away, but Val Kilmer, because he did play a big part of my childhood in Batman Forever. We got to give him some love. We got to give him his flowers, even though we should have done it when he was alive, to be honest with you.
True, we should have.
But we can start with Marvel Legends, and we will let Carlos take control of this one because he's the Marvel Legends guy. So we're going to show off some of the stuff that was just announced. You know what? I guess we can start off with this guy right here because he just went up for pre-order. Guys, links in the description down below if you want to pre-order this. Entertainment Earth or Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, this guy just went up for pre-order. So this is the brand new Spider-Man 3 Marvel Legends. So what's your thought on this, Carlos? This guy right here?
Too expensive.
Well, yeah, I heard the prices were all over the place on this guy. Like everybody had different prices, and it's a $30 figure.
$30 figure, yeah. $30 on Hasbro Pulse, $30 on Amazon, $30 on Best Buy, $32.99 on GameStop, $34.99 on Big Bad, and $37.99 on Entertainment Earth, which nobody's bought from them. I swear to God.
I didn't even realize it was 37 on Entertainment. I thought it was 32.
Yeah, and I was like, I actually reached out to them. I emailed them, and they emailed me back, and I posted their response to my email. And then the next day, someone else emailed me back, and they're going to look into the pricing. And I said, yeah, when everyone else is below or at the $30 that Hasbro has it at, or the below, and I'm like, no one's going to buy this from you guys.
Imagine Entertainment Earth drops you as their affiliate.
Oh well.
Is this this is just a repaint, right? Obviously.
So there's an argument that someone was trying to have with me in my comments about this. Literally, the only thing different and new is the chest piece. That is it. Everything else is a repaint.
Okay. What about the head sculpt's different too, right?
I think they just changed the hair.
The hair?
Yeah, to emo.
Yeah, yeah.
To My Chemical Romance, Toby.
Let's see. It says T2 Kid. What? Tariff Spidey. It says here, did you go to the spawn? Actually, what? No dirt, no eye. That figure is going to put some dirt in your eye. It's not. Look at the spider logo. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this figure. It doesn't wow me.
Mm-mm.
I thought it was going to look better because this wasn't the first picture I saw. I think I saw the one where he's like climbing the pose they did. When I saw this one, I was like, oh.
I mean, they nailed the emo down, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this guy. I don't know, but yeah, the price is crazy. The price is crazy for that.
Too crazy.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to pick it up. Honestly, are you?
Well, yeah, I ordered it. I get it for free from Amazon, so I don't.
No dancing hands. No, it's a pass for me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. So that just went up. That actually went up for pre-order. I thought it would sell out, and it did not. It's obviously because
not at that price. Nobody wants to buy it at that price.
And then Hasbro announced the new Thunderbolt figures, which we actually get to see our first look at Sentry. So these figures, we don't know the prices on these yet, right?
They're 2-packs. They're probably going to be $50.
Oh, they're 2-packs. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because usually the 2-packs are like $50 because they're $25 a figure. I'll probably buy all these.
So there's Sentry. Dude, look at that, man. Why does he look old?
I don't know. That's
like a
grandpa.
It actually looks like his dad.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that looks like his dad more than it does the son. But is anybody in the comments? What do you guys think about these Marvel Legends here? These 2-packs.
Let me guess. Everyone's in a pass.
Well, I don't know. Let's see. Let's read the comments and see what people have to say here. Well, I don't know if they're talking about Spider-Man. If anybody, it's not automatic for me. Damn tariffs. Okay, I think they're still talking about Spider-Man. Price is the main reason. Okay, we're talking about Spider-Man here. I saw a Minecraft movie, and the weirdest thing happened in the clip was the new Superman with the mini trailer at the end was released on YouTube, was shown as a trailer, and it's full. Yeah, that got leaked. So James Gunn released it himself. We're going to talk about that later, though. Not my general offense for Tupac for $50, not worth it. What? Cosplayer Sentry. Pass on it. I felt that way, and I've said it before. I will not buy MCU Marvel Legends again. I'm just not into the MCU Marvel Legends. Pass for these figures. Honestly, I don't care. No offense, even though I like the DC and Marvel action figures. Hyperion looks sad. So sounds like a lot of you guys that are on the chat want to pass on these figures. Is it because of pricing, or you guys just don't collect MCU figures, or are you just not into the Hasbro stuff? I'm curious to know.
I think a lot of people just aren't into MCU. They rather have comic stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I collect both. I don't care.
So good as singles. Okay, so Hyperion looks sad. So yeah. So these are what got announced as far as I just don't care for Marvel Legends. Yeah, that seems to be the case. MCU, I don't buy anymore. I get it. It's true. That was part of the reason why I kind of got out of Legends, on top of them just not releasing new figures, new different characters. Pass. My mom said no money. Let's see. Hold on a second here. Let me get back to my area here. So, okay, so that, and then they also showed this, which is the
next controversy. This is the next one.
The next, yeah, I guess it will be. Do we know? Okay, so was the price for Spider-Man was $50, right? For the maximum.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
This one's $59.99.
So it's $10 more
because he's bigger.
And you get more. Okay, so okay. So it's $10 more. You get 4 hands. You get that effect right here, which I don't know. It's like, I don't know if it's like a punching effect or what kind of effect this is.
Clap.
Oh, that's what it is? Okay, so it's a clap effect. And then you get 2 heads. You get these effects on the left side, and you get this like missile or whatever it is. That actually seems like it's more accessories than the Spider-Man, and you're only paying $10 more. So the price is kind of screwy on this one. Seems like there's more plastic on this one, but you're not paying an arm and a leg. Does that make any sense? Like, you're only paying $10 more, but it feel like you're getting more bang for your buck on this one.
Yeah, because the only, like, from what they were saying is the reuse is the bottom half. They said the arms were new. They don't look new. The hands are all new. The chest is new because it's like rubber, I guess.
Why?
Because people were complaining they had no butterfly joints. The butterfly joints are there. They just hit them. So when he claps, he can almost do a full, I guess, clap like that.
Yeah.
The chest kind of like moves in. So it actually looks pretty cool. And dude, isn't this like the biggest thing that everyone complained about? Marvel Legends not giving enough head sculpts. We're getting 3 different ones from 3 different comic artists.
Yeah, that's good. I don't think that's what people are complaining about. I think people are complaining about the price.
Well, yeah, but everyone was complaining that Marvel Legends don't have enough head sculpts. So here we go. We got 3.
Okay. Look, this I have a problem with.
Yes.
Every freaking figure came with a normal face sculpt. I've said this before. I've mentioned this before. One of the reasons that one thing I think Marvel Legends should have done, and DC Multiverse was kind of doing it with the face plates, the face changing plates, is we need different reactions, facial expressions. And look, they didn't give us a regular head sculpt. They gave us 3 different ones, which is, I like that. I like that. I think that's good. Let's see here. The Hulk just feels like a normal $40 deluxe, not $60 maximum figure. Odin was $60, and he had all new tooling. There's basically saying Odin is more maximum figure than Hulk. So what makes this more maximum?
I think the chest, the butterfly joints, because there's not one Hulk that I know that has butterfly joints. Someone can correct me. I have a lot of Hulks. I don't know of any of them that have butterfly joints.
Pass on the Hulk. I'm good with the Hulk that came with the Wolverine 2-pack. That's actually a good Hulk.
That is a good Hulk.
Same mold as the previous Hulk, except for the torso. That is true. I like muscle action figures. Figure to 12. Well, how tall is this?
I don't know.
Why don't they make the Hulk 10-inch figure?
They made a 10-inch figure. You know that would be like $80.
But I mean, it would be truer to scale.
True. I mean, honestly, if they would have done this Maximum Hulk, I think they should have added a Bruce Banner, honestly, to do it.
I'm actually going to pass even the Purple Hulk action figure. I don't know what a Purple Hulk is. Let's see here. Can we talk about the we'll talk about DC in a minute. Hulk's heads has more teeth than his face. Says here Hulk stock heads looks like the big woman I see ordering 50 things up. One thing is going to happen for sure. Figures are going to stay on the shelves. Yes, I agree. I agree with you on that one.
Well, this one probably won't because it's a fan channel only.
Face Off Hulk, still my go-to. Face Off Hulk. Which one's that one? Is that the 2-pack from the Legends from Toy Biz?
I don't know. I just know the head. So I know the head that's on the body right now is Del Keown, the guy who created Pitt. The other one with the one on the very top is Ed McGuinness. And then the bottom one is supposed to be that classic Hulk from the 70s.
I agree with Ghost Tab, and we talked about this last time.
Yeah.
Diamond Select is perfect for Marvel Legends. They're not as articulated, but the damn sculpt is there. He still has the outdated waist swivel and not a proper ball joint. $60 is too much for the Maximum Hulk. The Destroyer 2-pack was $60, and Destroyer with all new Gameverse Venom is 11 inches for $60. That's crazy. That's crazy, actually. Is a Purple Hulk reference to the Super Pals gunk from Dexter's Lab? You're updated on X-Men 97, Raf. I still didn't watch it. I went back and started over the X-Men animated series. God damn you. Is it too late to buy the Spidey Maximum Carnage? It hasn't sold out, has it?
The Maximum
Carnage? Or Maximum Spider-Man. Yeah, check in the links below. It still might be available in either. Just to check anyways.
The only place that I listed the link for was GameStop. I don't know if it sold out again.
Do they have Red Hulk? I'm pretty sure they're going to keep on. They'll keep on going with this. Honestly, I'd rather collect the Torture Soul action figures. Torture Soul.
Well, I would say this. Everyone, they asked in the live stream who would be the next Maximum Marvel Legend or whatever that people want. And right now, I think the majority of people want Daredevil, and then they want the Punisher. Those are like the two that a lot of people requested. I'm totally down with a Maximum Daredevil that can be like articulated like Spider-Man. That would be awesome.
$60.
$50.
Let's see. It says I'll save my money for Maximum Aunt May. There you go.
Hey,
what's up?
She might bend in ways you might not know.
Only toy line disappear the day it is released is the DC Multiverse. That is impressive how it sells quickly. The only toy line that really disappear. Sometimes it does. I want to see Maximum Storm, but not at any of these prices.
Well, actually, a Maximum Storm would be pretty cool.
They could. I think like a Maximum Cyclops would be a good one too, because I like Cyclops would be a good figure where they can give us different beams. You can give us the unmasked look with the glasses. There's a lot that you can like. I think the Maximum line should be for certain figures that make sense. You already know they already gave us a Spider-Man. They already gave us a Hulk. The next one's probably going to be an Iron Man or a Wolverine. If I had to guess.
I hope not. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't mind a Maximum Daredevil. I wrote in Cyclops because to me he makes the most sense. Multiple heads, like you could do all kinds of face sculpts for that guy. Yeah. You could do a jacketed one. You could do one without the jacket. If they could do that, like Cyclops with faceplates would be better.
But like a Maximum, who else? Mystique or a Morph would work too, because you can they're shapeshifters. Yeah, see, this is true. Maximum Wolverine, Iron Man, and Cap are a guarantee. I'm excited for the new Punisher McFarlane statue. I'm sure it's going to come soon. I'm hoping I can get an early sample to review. Fingers crossed on that. I haven't read Batman Hush 2 yet. I got the book, but I haven't read it yet. Is there I don't know. I didn't see anything about Maximum Daredevil.
No.
Maximum Hobgoblin. Yeah, I know. Batman Returns is going to be nuts. That's going to be a hot one when they come out. Definitely going to be a popular line. Maximum Morph should have come with a Sentinel HasLab. I agree. You know what? You're right. They should have done that, but Bastion, I guess, made sense. Well, I guess, I mean, if they would have released it during the animated X-Men 97, it would have made more sense. But yeah, I agree. Oh, by the way, thanks Raph and Carlos for bullying McFarlane for the Batman Returns. Yeah, I'm so hyped for those. I'm just curious to know what the Batman suit's going to look like, and I hope McFarlane doesn't botch it. I hope we get an accurate, screen accurate Batman Returns, and I just can't believe we're getting a Max Shrek. That's what's insane.
So you know that Batman Returns figure?
Yeah,
we saw at WonderCon. Well, the render.
You're right.
I try to look at it a little bit further. It kind of looks like the Batman from The Flash.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a reused mold, I'm assuming. Do you have an update on the Wrecking Crew?
Nope. Oh god, I would like to have a Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, the new Batman Adventures figures are so cool. I saw the new releases. Yes, they look really good. They look really good. I want that silver Batman, if that's the one you're referring to. Also, this might come off as a dumb question, but in your new video, you went to a place called Savers. I don't have that where I live. It's a thrift store, more like a collector store. I live, but it's like a thrift store. But in your video, you went to a place called Thrift Savers. I don't have that where I live, but it's a thrift store. It's a thrift store is what it is. It's like think of like a Goodwill on steroids. That's basically what it is. It's a pretty awesome spot. You'll find good books. You'll definitely find good books. You'll find CDs. You'll find DVDs. You'll find VHS. You'll find clothes. It's a very popular place. A lot of teens go there to buy clothes. So you'll find a lot of good stuff there. For toys, not really. Do you remember the Mattel Batman Forever Batman figure? It could be Kenner. Oh, Mattel, yeah. I actually do have that one. That was the first Batman Forever figure in that scale, but it does not hold up. That Hulk does not need butterfly joints. It has a rubber squishy chest so you can squeeze the pecs. It just sounds funny. No, McFarlane needs to make up the... I know. We need the Panther suit. You know what? How much you want to bet? Because of the passing of Val Kilmer, McFarlane's going to do a figure.
Just new paint.
Well, he can give us the Panther suit, or he can give us... I don't know. I mean, this is kind of a long shot, but he can give us a Bruce Wayne.
God, I would love a Bruce Wayne.
Bring back Henry Cavill and Zack Snyder, please. It's not going to happen. I don't know. I don't know, man. We only got 1 year left with McFarlane, so I don't know. I want you to get pissed off of me saying this, but I don't care about Patty Robertson to return as plain as the Batman 2 is October 27th. I really don't care. Yeah, I'm excited. Let's see. McFarlane should make a Jim Carrey Riddler Kane from Batman Forever, like a prop replica. I still think McFarlane missed out on not making prop replicas. Raphael, we need a Jack Joker. You know what we need? We need a Joker van from that. A homage Joker van.
God, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite childhood cartoon, Carlos?
Oh, probably Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, I don't know what mine would be. It's got to be Batman the Animated Series, and probably followed by TMNT. Are you coming back to DC?
I don't know. I think that you're Zack Snyder. That was what you said in my video.
What about Chase Nicole Kidman? I don't know. That'd be cool if they did. Will we get the animated Batcave? You know what? I guarantee you if McFarlane still had the license, he would have re-released the Batcave. Talking about Motu, what a cool line. Thundercats times Motu. Yeah, it is. All right, let's go ahead and switch over. We're going to talk about Wondercon. Yes, we went to Wondercon. I got to meet the Todd father right there, personalized. That's his PR over here, who I'm slowly trying to get a hold of. And we got, I got to meet Todd McFarlane. That was an event. This is the stuff that me and Carlos got autographed. Carlos got his Spider-Man #1, the black edition. He has right there in hand. Let's see it right there. I just bought some frames today for my vinyls that I got signed. So you can see right here, I got my Korn sign on the left and my Spawn album on the right, which was personalized by the Todd father. And I thought, maybe I didn't put it on here, but I also got my, I guess I didn't add it onto the photos. I got my Spawn or my McFarlane Wizard poster signed, which came out beautiful. So your thoughts on WonderCon?
Well, actually, first, tell the people how you got your Spawn autographs. So you got 3.
Okay, so first off, so I had already won lottery ticket to meet Todd and Jim Lee. So that was already prior to the convention. And for Jim Lee, I got my Mondo poster signed. And speaking of, where's my phone? I gotta check my messages here. Let's see. Sorry, the wife's texting me. I got the Mondo poster signed by him, and then, anyways, okay. So Saturday morning, we found out on Friday that there was going to be a raffle to meet Todd McFarlane at 8 a.m. Right, and the convention doesn't even open till 11.
Oh, was it? No, was it 11?
10, right? 10.
Friday opened at 11. Saturday opened at
Saturday was 10.
Was it 10? Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
So I made the guys leave early, me, you, Robert, and everything worked out perfectly the way it did. Because I had to get my pass for the wristband for the signing, and then I wanted to get into this raffle. So once the raffle line, we lined up for the raffle line. You go, you push a button. It's either red or green. Red, you missed out. Green, you get the ticket. Carlo, we all went back in the line, I think multiple times, maybe triple times. I don't remember how many times.
Twice.
Robert got to go in. Carlos won twice. So he got his wristband, and then he gave me his other wristband. So I got to meet McFarlane 2 times that day. And the signing was at 11. So we literally got into the convention. First thing I did was to go line up to get that Spawn exclusive comic book, the WonderCon comic book. And it's a wraparound comic is what they called him. And the artwork wasn't even done by McFarlane. And it sold out, the regular edition. Carlos waited in line for me because we had to go line up for the McFarlane line. And Carlos ended up getting the signed edition. So I actually got technically 4 things signed that day. But okay, so we get in line. I have several things from McFarlane that I can get signed. Carlos has his Spider-Man book. And then one of my buddies, Fonzo13, tells me one of his buddies, what he does, because when we were in line, they were saying no phones whatsoever. They even gave us a time when we had to start putting our phones away. Like the lady was walking around, making sure we had no phones. And I brought my own paint pens. And basically what I was going to do was I was going to say, I had my Korn vinyl and my Spawn vinyl. So I was going to say, Todd, can you please pick one of these to sign? Right. That was my plan. And then maybe he would sign both, blah, 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 blah. But they were saying, they kept on pushing it that he was only going to sign one item. Right. What they were pushing. So we get close to the front, and there's a lady grabbing our items, and she's like, okay, what would you like signed? And I said, I'm just going to ask him which one he would want to sign. And then she said, oh, that's fine. So then I gave her my paint pens, and she's like, well, which ones do you want him to use? I said, it depends on which one he picks. So I have 2 different paint pens for 2 different vinyls. And then, so I get up to the front. Todd's right there. I'm telling him, I'm asking him, I'm like, Todd, can you please pick whichever one you think is best to sign? And I told him, I said, please pick the right one. So then he grabs the Korn vinyl, and in my head, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, all right, I got my Korn vinyl signed. So then he's signing it. And then I'm like, can you personalize it? And he's like, yeah, yeah. He's like, what's your name? So I give him my name. And then he just takes out the Spawn vinyl and then starts signing that. And then he personalizes that. And then my buddy Aesthetic One, who works for McFarlane Toys, literally is walking out as he's signing that. And I told him, I'm like telling him, hey, right in front of Todd, because he's right behind Todd. I'm like, hey, Aesthetic One. I'm like, what's up? I'm like, can you please document this for me? Because we can't have any phones. So he comes out and he records it for me. And that's when his rep right there, his social media rep, you see the picture. I'll put it up again right now. I get so lost on these things. That's when I got this photo right here. But there's Carlos right there on the top, right behind me. But yeah, that was I'm wearing my vintage Spawn shirt right there too. But yeah, that was awesome. That was so awesome. So that's how that happened. And how was your experience when you met him, though?
It's pretty cool. I mean, he had the comic in front of me, and I told him, I was like, I've had this comic since 1990. I'm like, I had this comic when I was 11. And he looked up at me and he's like, wow, that's the original one. I'm like, yeah. And I told him I drove 9 hours to meet him. And he asked me where, told him from where. And he's like, oh, I know where that's at. And we kind of chit chat for a little bit, and then we kind of had to move on. So that was pretty much it. And it was pretty cool to meet him, like, finally in person. So I was on cloud nine after that. From the beginning in the morning, not so much. Then that happened, and then I was like, now I know what Raph meant being on cloud nine. So
yeah,
it was cool.
I was pretty excited. I grew up you guys know I'm a huge McFarlane fan, right? Everybody knows I'm a big McFarlane stan, but I've been a fan since the comic books. Before the toys, it was the comic books. Like, I think I mentioned this to you. I don't think I knew he did the Spider-Man run. I didn't really pay attention to the artist. I was like, 6 years old during that time when the book came out, 6 or 7. So I mainly just read the book. I never really paid attention to who the artist was. And then I think I started paying more attention to him when Spawn came out. And that's when I became like a full fan, and then found out he did the Spider-Mans, and then did the toys. I got the toys after that, and I've just been a fan ever since. And then when the whole Corn thing came out, it was like full circle right there. I was like, no way. I was already out of collecting there, but I knew who Todd was. So, yeah, it was fun. It was a moment for me. That was my, and I forgot to show in the video the night before, Friday night after his panel, because we sat through the McFarlane panel and the Todd McFarlane Life panel. And then I waited outside for him, and he turned me down on getting an autograph. And I got a little bit of that on film, but he did it nicely. Todd seems like a really nice guy. He honestly seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah, that was pretty funny, actually. Oh, man.
And then, let's go back to some of the questions here. Did you ask Jim Lee any questions? So when I went to go meet Todd and Jim, that was a totally different experience. They were pushing the line. It was literally boom, boom, go. Boom, boom, go. So I didn't get to say anything. I showed Jim my Mondo poster, and that was it. I showed Todd, I gave him my Spider-Man Wizard poster, and he said something about subscription. So I think he was talking about that. But yeah, it just happened that one happened too fast. I feel like the one I did with Carlos was a lot better, a little more intimate.
But that signing was also towards the end of the night too.
That after their panel.
Yeah, so I'm sure they wanted to go home.
Yeah, definitely. Says you met Todd, but why didn't you ask Cal about Wolverine? About Wolvie? I actually did. There's like a 10-minute video that Carlos shot, and where he's yapping away. He's legit like just talking and talking. There was a point where he played the Goosebumps theme song, and he was saying out loud the parts that he says, which is he does the dog voice. He did the dog voice, and then he did the whole "you're in for a scare." He did all that for us, and I asked him. There was a point where I asked him. Maybe I'll upload the video. If you guys want to see the video, let me know in the comments down below. It's like a 10-minute video. I asked him, I said, what do you prefer signing? I mean, so, oh no, I asked him, I said, what do you get more of, Wolverine or Goosebumps to get signed? And he kind of did this face and he was like, oh, Wolverine. That's that's what he did. That's what he did. So it says here, what does it say? Oh, dude, you guys so cool. Symbol. That may never happen, but how cool would it be if Rob, L, Tom, and you... apparently Rob was there.
Yeah, Rob Liefeld was there Friday, walking around.
So I tried to line up for his questions, and I was gonna ask him a Spawn question during his panel, but I didn't. They kept on capping the line, so I didn't get to ask him a question. Unfortunately. What's up, Spartan? So, but how did you enjoy the event overall? Oh, I gotta take this call. Go ahead and entertain.
WonderCon. Oh, it was pretty cool. I don't know really what else to say about it. I mean, it's very comic heavy, which I kind of expected. Raph and I pretty much stood in lines pretty much the whole 2 days that we were there. So that kind of sucked. But on Saturday, we did our Todd thing that I went on my own and did a whole lap around a few times. Then I caught up with Robert, the scalper. Him and I walked around together and we were cracking jokes. He was checking out cosplayers and I was looking for comics or toys, whatever I could find that I wanted. Found nothing. So that was that was pretty much it. WonderCon was cool. I'm looking more forward to Comic-Con now because it's going to be a lot bigger. There's going to be a lot more things there, and there'll be a lot of people I know that are going. So it should be fun. I mean, I don't know. WonderCon was cool. It's just, like I said, very comic heavy. And I feel like I was saying, we just stood in lines for pretty much the 2 days, and we didn't really get to go chat with a lot of people, that kind of stuff.
Panels.
The manga thing was pretty cool. Getting to film that was cool, and listening, talking to Hector and all those guys was awesome. And then the Jada stuff was dope. Looking at all the new Street Fighters, getting all the exclusives first because they sold out quickly. And after that, it was just kind of whatever. It was cool to hang out with Fonzo 13, so that was fun. It was fun to hang out with Robert. It was good to see Kevin and see Mike again. And I got some stuff off Mike. He gave me a great deal. Getting Todd McFarlane's signature is still the highlight of the whole trip. Fuck staying and hanging out with Raph. Todd McFarlane's the man. I'm just joking.
It happened too fast, man. Those 2 days, that's what I was telling Carlos, because I didn't record. There was on Saturday, I think after the first signing, second signing, I did more walking and chit chatting because when you go filming, it literally, you don't get to mingle. You don't really get to mingle. So I actually enjoyed just walking around and getting to talk to people.
So that's what I got. So I'll show you what I got. As long as I don't drop it all. This right here, I got from Kevin, the Tran, the artist. I have to send him a Superman. So we traded. I need that for my Silver Age collection. So I got that. From him, I got all the Jada Street Fighter. This is the exclusive for WonderCon. Fei Long. I'm pretty sure. I think it sold out online, but not at the con. I got this on my way home.
Yeah, that's a good figure.
And then two things. I didn't get very much stuff.
You know what I saw?
That.
Oh, I forgot you got that too.
And I got Sagat, which is not out yet. So suckers, I already got them. But yeah, this is showing up in California now. So that's what I got.
I saw the Frostbite Mr. Freeze at GameStop today.
Yeah. The Mr. Freeze.
I mean the Batman from Batman.
Oh
and
yeah,
Robin.
I saw that. That's at my.
I didn't know it was out already.
Yeah. Oh, and then I got these on when I came home.
The Crows.
Yeah, I got two of them now. So yeah, that's it. Well, I got one more thing, but it's in the house, and I'm not gonna go get it.
Yeah. So there's I like the next couple months is going to be busy. What's up, DVD and holiday guy? The next couple months is going to be busy for me because I got convention after. I literally have I have 3 conventions back to back to back on weekends. So I'm going to Monster. I'm actually really excited for Monster Palooza. I think that might be the one I'm super excited for next. And then I got Comic-Con Revolution. And then is SoCal Gaming Expo in that same 3-day? It is, right?
It's June.
Yeah, I got literally 3 weekends of conventions. So I'm pretty hyped for that. And then I'm gonna go to the Dragon Fest, which is a martial art signing in LA. And I'm just going there to meet Michael Jai White so I can get my Spawn signed. And then San Diego Comic-Con. And then I think I might be done for the summer. I think, but I'm getting really hyped for Monster Palooza. That's the one I'm getting really excited for. That was going to be a really good one.
When's Monster Palooza?
That one is in June. I think it's in the same the three that I'm hitting.
Oh, it's the week before SoCal Gaming Expo.
Yeah, so it's right there.
Damn it.
Yeah, there's a lot going on for me as far as conventions go. So I'm pretty hyped for that. Let's see. What else do we have? You want to go jump? Oh, wait, we didn't talk about. Well, I mean, I don't know if you really want to talk about this, but we got that tease.
The Marvel Legends tease?
Yeah, the Fantastic Four. I don't know how many of you guys are excited for that.
Probably nobody because they're MCU figures.
Probably, but it's been a long time.
Hope they look good.
Fantastic Four. Let's see. Okay, should we talk about, because we got, I think, one more topic to talk about, which is just Cinemacon. Let's talk about.
Wait. Before we do that, I was just saying, because we got to go to the McFarlane Toys panel. We got to see a lot of stuff, renders, not like actual figures. The only thing figure-wise that they showed off previously that they actually had physical product that we actually couldn't go up and look at was the Mortal Kombat stuff.
Oh, they look good. They look good.
Yeah, they look actually really good.
I thought you didn't like them. You said they didn't look good.
No, they look fine. I'm like, I think they look a lot better than the Mortal Kombat 11 stuff that he did.
They look good, and they're going to come with backdrops that you can put that you can make the displays in the background, like the levels.
Like the video game, which is cool. And then they went over like everything that's come out from McFarlane or Multiverse, and then stuff that's coming out, and then the theatrical thing, which was the Batman Return stuff. Before that, they teased Superman, which now got leaked.
That's right. That was another thing I wanted to talk about, was the Superman toys that got leaked.
Get ready; those are going to be like $40.
Yeah, I had the photo. I don't think all my photos uploaded that I wanted to put, because that was supposed to be on here, but you can't even see the pictures that great anyway. So, but yeah, that was yeah, for whatever reason, a lot of stuff didn't get uploaded, but the new Superman figures did get leaked, and I'm hoping I can get those early to review. We'll see, but yeah, I don't know. I can't really tell what they look like on that table. It was kind of blurry, especially when you zoom in, but those got leaked. So I don't know how many of you guys are excited for those Superman. Let me go to the comments here. No interest in the Fantastic Four movie figures. I'm gonna have to sell my stuff because I haven't been able to find work, sadly. I'm sorry. Hopefully you get a job. Have any of you seen the Minecraft movie? Nah. Did the McFarlane TMNT? Oh, they didn't show any toys.
They showed the renders.
Lex Luthor is also the other pack. Yeah, I know. And then it's a Superman. Hello all. What's up, Jonathan C? So I know they showed like a 10-inch Superman in that photo, but you can't really see it, or 12-inch.
I think it's the Fortress of Solitude.
Hey, no, it's Superman.
Yeah, but you can see ice. You can see ice.
You can see his boots. So I think it's his feet with maybe the base of snow.
Yeah, it looks like a statue.
Yeah, it's a statue. Let's see. What does it say? Was it the No Show podcast that recommended Michael Jai White Blood and Blood? I don't know. But thanks for recommending that. I don't think it was us, but thanks for recommending
I don't think it was us.
Are you excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day? I don't know. I don't know what I'm excited for with the MCU anymore. Let's see. I don't know. You, Carlos, are you excited for that?
Well, of course. Spider-Man's my guy.
Person purposely use a Nokia phone. I hope the Wonder Twins and the Patchy Chief. Drawn. Oh, dude, I can't wait for Scream 7. Probably see Fantastic Four because I want to go to the movies and have nothing to watch. Well, there you go. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about somebody who passed away actually on April Fool's. Right here. We lost Val Kilmer at the age of 65, right? I think he was 65. So? Passed away from pneumonia. Guy was battling throat cancer. I think he was a heavy smoker is what they were saying too. So this is him there in
Maverick.
In Top Gun. Yeah. It's crazy to see him go from this to, he used to be looking like this, then went to that. But I mean, I know he wasn't featured in a lot of movies anymore towards the end. He was like, I think he was outcasted in Hollywood. And plus I mentioned this to you, like I've heard there's so many stories that he was difficult to work with.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that kind of probably ruined his career. But yeah, this guy for me in the 90s was definitely an actor. I watched a lot of his movies repeatedly, like tons of his movies. Tombstone being one of them, which I think the guy did an amazing job. I don't think this movie came out in the 90s, but in the 90s, I definitely watched this movie a lot. The Ron Howard's Willow, which was an amazing flick. Top Gun, I watched, not a lot though, but I did. I've seen Top Gun, so obviously he's in that movie. And then obviously Batman Forever was a film that I watched over and over again. And I always liked him as Batman. I always thought he looked good as Batman. Obviously the tone of the movie was a lot different, but I still liked him as Batman. And then also he in Heat, that was another movie I rewatched over and over again. But I did. Yeah, it's a loss. I mean, again, he didn't really do much in the 2000s. But what was the last like big movie he did other than Maverick? Was it Kiss Bang Bang? Was that the name of it? I saw that. It was a good movie.
It wasn't that big, but that movie was what got Robert Downey Jr. back into Hollywood.
Yeah.
And Robert Downey Jr. actually has a story about how he didn't like Val Kilmer at first because he was like kind of a hard ass. And then as the movie was going on, they like got along really well. So yeah, and that movie is freaking awesome. If you guys haven't seen that, definitely watch it. It's really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, he also did The Doors. The Real Genius, I didn't watch. I think the first time I watched that was under 10 years ago, and I really enjoyed that movie. So if you haven't seen it, check out Real Genius, an 80s flick. And then one of the last real movies I can say I liked of Val Kilmer, he wasn't in it a lot, and I talked about with you this last time.
Yeah.
This is a really good movie if you haven't seen it. It's I don't know if you can call this a thriller, but it's the movie Mindhunters. It's kind of like a mind twist kind of movie, I guess you can say. They're trying to, they're on a FBI. No, they're profilers on an island, and Val Kilmer's the lead guy. He puts them on this island, has them do missions, but there's killings going on, and it's somebody from here who's the killer who you have to figure out. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched it because Johnny Lee Miller was in it, and because he's from Hackers. That's the reason why I watched
guy,
it.
right?
The guy on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the reason why I watched it. Also, forgot the Salton Sea, which is another
right. Yeah. Well, The Saint, and then also The Saint.
Yeah, those are all good movies. Like, he has good movies. I don't feel like they all did very well, but they're all really good.
Which one's the one? So The Saint I watched within the past 10 years for the first time, and there's another one I watched that has to do with the Indians, I think.
Thunderheart.
That's a good movie too.
That's a great movie.
That's a good movie too. That's another one I watched. Those two movies are in the past like 10 years. Well, that one and Real Genius. So he's done some good flicks. It's just he just after the 2000s he kind of went downhill because I saw Red Planet and it wasn't really that great of a movie. I like The Island of Dr. Monroe too. I'm probably one of the few that actually likes that movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say Richard just brought up the other one we were talking about, The Ghost in the Darkness.
Oh, okay. So that's a movie I loved. So we used to watch movies in school, and did you ever watch? You remember watching movies in class, right?
Of course,
You obviously can't watch them every day or all in one day, so they split it in days. So 2 movies they did that with at school that I had to run home to Blockbuster and go rent them was The Ghost in the Darkness with Michael Douglas and Val Kilmer, and Glory. Not Glory Hole, which is what T3's favorite movie is. It's Glory. That movie was yeah. Oh man. Yeah, no, The Ghost in the Darkness. The Ghost in the Darkness is a good movie. Oh man.
all right.
Yeah, that took a left turn there. Yeah, the Ghost in the Darkness. I was going to say The Glory in the Darkness. The Ghost in the Darkness is a great movie if you haven't seen it. Dude, it's based off of like a true story, but it's got Hollywood written all over it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, good thing you brought that up because that was another movie that. See, that's what I'm saying. The 90s, I think, is where he did like what would you say, like 96 and below, right? Was like his prime.
So 96, Batman Forever, and then literally right after that,
The 95 was Batman Forever, and then The Saint.
95, sorry.
Yeah.
The Saint, and then he had Ghost in the Darkness because he literally did like I want to say 2 or 3 movies in a row with Paramount. Like they were just one after another. So, and then obviously Tombstone, that was out before Batman Forever, and that movie in general is just a freaking classic. That movie's so good.
Have you watched Kill the Irishman with? Didn't I just tell you about that? I just saw that.
Oh, you
bar.
did. You did.
Actually, a good movie.
You told me that before we went to WonderCon.
Val played the best Doc Holliday. Do you remember when that movie came out and then Wyatt Earp came out?
Yeah, the Kevin Costner.
Yeah, I didn't really like that.
3-hour freaking movie.
No, not because I have to, because I choose to. Batman Forever. The Iceman. Top Secret. I don't think I've seen Top Secret. The Ghost in the Darkness. The Prince. I forgot he was in The Prince of Egypt.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too.
The Val documentary. I saw that when that thing aired. That was really good. I wonder what they're gonna do with all that footage he has.
I don't know.
Top Secret. I never seen Top Secret.
I wonder if they're gonna now. I wonder if they'll release the Schumacher cut of Batman Forever. See what you started every time.
Glory Hole 1 or 22 T3. I like Glory Hole movie 2 T3. Yeah, Famous Lion, Africa. Good.
You didn't even go to freaking WonderCon until Sunday when we weren't even there.
But yeah, so we lost Val Kilmer. So rest in peace, Val. He'll always be remembered for me because of Batman. I have so much Batman Forever stuff. I got his poster that you gave me that's sitting right, by my Detolf cases. So I'll always see his face. And plus I got the Hot Toys sitting there. And I got a lot of Batman Forever merch. And I especially in my parents' house, I have tons of Batman Forever stuff there. So
that is like the most toyetic freaking like movie ever. I swear they had so much merch for that movie.
That one and Batman and Robin, I think.
Oh yeah.
I think Batman and Robin spawned more figures, but Batman. There's just something about Batman Forever that to me will always have some kind of nostalgia from the freaking soundtrack, which was good. The song by Seal, the McDonald's cups are always going to have like embedded in my head. The colors too, the colors, and then the cards. When the cards first came out, because there was 2 sets of cards. There was the hologram cards, there the basic movie cards, and then there was the metal comic book cards. So there was just so much from Batman Forever that I'm gonna, that is always gonna remind me of obviously Val Kilmer. So yeah. So rest in peace, Val Kilmer. But yeah, you know what? It sucks. It sucks because a lot of us only give their flowers to these actors when they pass away. You know what I mean? Like it's like with me. Like for instance, I've always talked about Tony Todd. How I've always wanted to meet the guy, right? And how I always loved him in Night of the Living Dead and all these other movies that people don't talk about. People only mainly talk about him from Candyman. And how hyped I was when I got to meet him. And then what? A couple months later, you find out he had cancer, or a month later, you find out cancer, and then he passed away. So
yeah, it wasn't very much. I want to say it was only like a month or 2 after you met him that he passed away.
I was not that he passed away, that we found out he was dying.
Well, yeah, because didn't Fonzo tell you that he had cancer?
He found out, yeah, because I remember telling him, I was like, dude, he looks so skinny, and he was like, yeah, I think he's sick. And then a while later is when he told me that that he passed away.
His last movie is the new Final Destination.
New Final Destination, yeah. So rest in peace, Val Kilmer. Rest in peace, Tony Todd, too, man. That guy, I feel like that guy didn't even get any recognition when he passed away.
Yeah, they missed him at the freaking the Oscars.
Yeah, it's stupid. Why? Because it's a horror category, or what is it? I mean, the guy's been in, that I remember. I mean, he had an episode of 21 Jump Street. He was in Platoon. He was in, obviously, Candyman. He was in Night of the Living Dead. He was on a lot of horror stuff. He was in Final Destination. He played Venom in the video games voice. Man, there's other stuff too. I'm trying to blank. He was in The Rock. So it's like, I don't know how they just didn't give him any kind of recognition. Both Tony Todd and Kevin Conner were voicing characters in Devil May Cry Netflix shows. Released a Schumacher cut. So, but I can throw this in really quick. For all you 1990 Night of the Living Dead fans, apparently Sony's going to be releasing I don't know if it's probably going to be 4K version of Night of the Living Dead, the unrated version. So it's going to be more of what Tom Savini's vision was. So for all you Night of the Living Dead fans out there and Tom Savini fans out there, he said it's still not 100% his cut of the movie, but we're going to get some more stuff apparently next year. So yeah, rest in peace, Mr. Val Kilmer. There he is, Bruce Wayne right there. Every time I look at this, it reminds you of Jim Carrey when he's trying to mimic him. He's like, "How's my mole?" Or that, "How's my mole?" So, all right, okay. Let's see. Now we can get into you guys inventorying your toys to avoid duplicates. Nope.
I do.
R.I.P. Val Kilmer. Yes, indeed. All right, let's talk about Cinemacon. All right, Carlos, I'll let you take this away.
I don't know. I'm trying to think here. There's a lot that went on. All I know I heard about was Sony's presentation was terrible. That's all I heard about all week long, how bad theirs was. What did they I don't really remember what they showed.
Well, we're getting for all you Predator fans, we're getting a Predator animated movie, and we're getting a Predator movie that's going to have Dakota Fanning's sister in it, right? It's her sister.
I think, Elle Fanning, I think, is the one who's in it.
Why are they having only girl actors in there now as the leads?
I have no idea.
So we're getting 2 Predator films. We're getting a John Wick animated movie.
Yeah, with what's his name? Shoot, why can't I think of his name now? He was IP Man, whatever that guy's name is. Donnie Yen. So he's gonna have an
Oh
animated
yeah,
movie.
that's right. He's getting
They
his own
announced
movie
John
too.
Wick 5, which we kind of already assumed was gonna happen.
Toy Story 5.
Yeah, we already knew that was happening. They showed the Silver Surfer to
Oh, from the
the
footage.
people there in attendance. We don't get to see that yet. They
Yeah,
showed Thunderbolts, I think, some stuff
they
of
didn't
that.
show. One thing I was kind of upset that they didn't show anything on was the 28 years later. I was
Yeah,
hoping they would have shown
they just
more
mentioned
stuff.
it. They didn't show
Yeah,
anything.
damn it. Or
Yeah,
well, no, that's a TV series. Never mind. It's a TV series. But I didn't really pay attention to the horror stuff, so I don't know what's coming out horror wise. You guys can comment in the comments if you know what else is coming out like for horror. I didn't really pay attention. Like I saw some of the Disney stuff I don't care about. I know they said they're not done casting Avengers Doomsday. Right? Wasn't that during Cinemacon?
well, yeah, they just Kevin Feige said that wasn't everybody. They didn't announce everybody, and I was like, well, yeah, I kind of figured that was not going to happen.
I'll tell you.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was going to go to a different direction, but go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say they showed exclusive footage for the new Running Man with
oh, that's right.
His name Glenn Powell and directed by Edgar Wright.
The suits look like the original movie.
Yeah, but this is supposed to be really more on the actual book versus whatever was made with Schwarzenegger. They said
we've heard that before.
It's written by Stephen King, so.
Oh, speaking of Stephen King, the talk of the event was the movie The Longest Walk, which is where Mark Hamill is going to be playing a villain. And if you haven't read the book, check out the book. It's literally about a marathon walk where you're only allowed to a certain distance per mile. How do you say a certain pace? Last man standing survives, basically.
Yes.
So that looks that they didn't. I mean, I didn't see anything, but that sounds very good. We're going to talk about Superman right now. They also released the footage for. Yes, I'm excited for Final Destination. I'm excited for Final Destination, and I'm also going to go watch in theaters to support Tony Todd. So.
And then they showed the trailer for Naked Gun, which I wasn't expecting.
That's the one that surprised me. That's the one, right? You know what? And it turns out it's like a sequel-ish movie. So it seems like they still got some of the humor from the original, which I hope it's going to be good. But this, if you haven't seen the teaser for this, it does not look bad.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it does not look bad. This actually looks good. And then Carlos told me about this one. I didn't watch the second movie. I've only seen the first one, but holy crap, the freaking trailer for this looks so good. Visually looks insane.
The whole concept's pretty cool too, where Tron, I guess, is in the real world versus the other way around.
That's what I was getting the impression. So it's coming to the real world.
Yeah, so it comes to the real world.
So what's
and
the
I'm
red?
assuming I don't know. I think that's the real world, maybe. I don't really know what the red is.
Okay, so the red wasn't in the last movie?
No, because the last movie was all, I think, blue. I think red was at the end of it. It's been a long time since I've seen the other movie, Tron Legacy.
So the first movie didn't have red in it? I feel like it did.
No? I have not seen
I don't remember.
First one. It's so long.
You guys can let us know in the comments down below. I don't know if red actually existed. Jared Leto, blue and orange. It was blue and orange.
Oh, the second one.
Orange? Blue and orange. Or orange is the villains, right? I don't know if I asked you this. It's like it's crazy how they keep on casting Jared Leto in movies, and he does like terrible lately, but he still is a good actor.
Yeah, he is a good. I mean, yeah,
he was picking bad roles.
Whatever. Oh, that was the other thing. They showed a sneak peek, I think, behind the scenes of Masters of the Universe. Everyone says it's like they literally pulled the cartoon into a live action, which that makes me excited.
Yeah, see, the good guys are blue, the bad guys are red. So does this mean the red's taking over the freaking Earth? I got to watch Tron Legacy. Dude, it visually looks amazing. It looks so damn good.
And it sounds like Leto's is Ares. That's what it sounds like.
Sounds like what?
It sounds like, yeah, I think he's Ares because in the trailer they say whatever, and then you see his eye, and you know he's on a freaking motorcycle.
So is he a bad guy?
I don't know. That's what I don't understand. I don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy.
Oh, so did they do the trailer? Because the trailer sounded good, and I was like,
yeah, they're doing the soundtrack.
I wonder if that's them on the trailer.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, that sounded good. That's what got me too, was the music. I was like, hell yeah. Ah, man, do you remember when movies did sounds like that in the 90s?
Yeah.
It made me think of 90s right away, and like Spawn and like certain movies that use the music like that. You're gonna see Black Phone 2, supposedly inspired by Naomi. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, that was really good. Those two trailers really surprised me. Really surprised me. Wow. But I mean, I don't know how I feel about the Predator movie. I really don't. I didn't care for Prey. I don't know how the hell I'm going to feel about this new one. And I personally don't care about an animated movie. I still think they're missing their opportunity on doing a Predator movie where you see it from the Predator's point of view and you're fighting different aliens. They're hunting monsters, and I mean, I don't know.
Well, that's what the Badlands movie is kind of like. So it's supposed to be a young predator that's outcasted by the predators, and he's out for revenge. That's what that's how it was explained, and I was like, wait, what? Well, that might be cool.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I really think
the Predators is the new movie is the Predator's point of view. That's what it was.
Jared Leto's fallen angels Tron are saving. Jared Leto's character in Tron is like a fallen angel. Oh, Predator is the good guys. Oh God. No, I just want to see like either you see a Predator point of view of movie where they're talking to each other and you just use subtitles. I don't care what they do. Something like that. They're going to different planets. They're fighting different creatures. What? I've seen a real Predator. Oh no. There he is. Rob's in. Or I want to see Jesus Christ. Or I want to see a Predator movie where it's the Marines. It's like the Marines going in against trying to fight, the Predators, but I don't think we're gonna get that. What's up, Bing? How's it going? Oh, you got the new Saget and M Vice. Be at me in. As long as Predator doesn't fight Native Americans, it's probably going to be a heavily female lead where she's going to probably win, or she'll probably have sex with the Predator, then have a baby, and then they'll morph into like a hybrid. Yes, it is. Rob, what are your thoughts? Robert, what are your thoughts on this new Predator movie? What do you think it's going to be about? This is what's going to happen. The Predator's going to find Dakota Fanning's daughter or sister. They're going to mate, and they're going to have a baby who turns it. The baby's going to be Elliot Page, and that's going to be the new Predator hunter. Oh, man.
Logan, we've tried. It's like nearly impossible.
Yeah, he's not going to come on the live.
One day.
So let's see here. Lastly, maybe not lastly. Well, as far as like the conversation for Wondercon, or not Wondercon, Cinemacon, we saw the clip that they showed for Superman. So we got to see the Fortress of Solitude. We got to see a little bit more of Crypto interacting with Superman, a hurt Superman, and he's jumping all over him, hurting him. Obviously, because this guy has super pet strength, so he's stronger than your average dog. We got to see the robots in the Fortress of Solitude, which are like his helpers, his servants, I guess you can say. I think the suit looks better in the movie. It doesn't look baggy to me.
It doesn't look that bad.
No, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look as bad as what we thought it would look like. Okay, so this right here, right, was getting people upset. And you know why, right?
Why are they getting upset?
because they're saying, why is the sun hurting him?
Oh. What a stupid thing to get upset about.
So they clearly say right before, you know, they discuss how much sun to give him, that he's got internal bleeding in his organs, a fractured this, a fractured that, and everything is literally healing. It's repairing everything. So that's what he's obviously screaming about. It's not the sun. And people are like upset. They're saying like the sun's not supposed to hurt him. I don't know.
People don't read comic books, man.
I don't know. I think people are looking into that. I think people are just trying to find a way to hate. Obviously, it's, again, I find it's just a DC thing. People just want to hate on DC. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is, because again, this falls back into the people that, oh, I want Henry Cavill back, but you're the same people who said Henry Cavill's the worst Superman. He doesn't smile. We need somebody who smiles and gives us hope, which is what this guy looks like he's giving us in the trailer. And now everyone's hating on him, even though we haven't even seen him yet.
Oh, man. Can't please everybody, apparently.
Yeah, it's just the internet. It's just the way it is.
Just the trolls behind the keyboards. Me, let me cry about something.
I mean, it's the movie. I mean, it looks comic booky, which is what I think that's what he's going for. He's going very comic booky. We got different, metahumans in there. We got Lex Luthor. We got him. We got Superman saving kids, which was what people said there wasn't enough of. Sparkle, a little Twilight vampire. He get hit by the sun. That'd be good. Actually, be pretty funny.
We need Pattinson then.
Actually, I think that's what's happening here. He's sparkling a little bit. If you see that.
Oh, so many things I could say that he's doing that.
But what do you think of the Fortress of Solitude?
I think it looks great.
Yeah. Looks pretty good.
Still not a fan of the S logo, though.
They said his dog is going to play a big part of this movie.
Well, I know that with people complaining about that was too dog focused. I'm like, it's a freaking trailer. Who cares? So stupid.
Didn't they? Also, I think his dog's going to be like wild in this movie, is what it is. I think what's going to happen, huh?
So I also heard, or I think it wasn't James Gunn. Someone said in the like they watched whatever the trailer that we just watched, and I guess they explained a little bit more, like all the metahumans don't like Superman in this movie. So that's kind of like, obviously we know that Green Lantern or Guy Gardner doesn't like him. You could just tell in that one the trailer they showed, the first trailer, you could tell they didn't like him. So I don't know. That's what I've heard.
They said that Guy Gardner's a dick, regardless.
Well, yeah, and then they finally confirmed that he's going to be in Lantern, so that was cool.
Yeah. I think what's going to happen is based on, I think James Gunn said it, is that the dog's kind of like not out of control, but he misbehaves. You know what I mean? He's not like a tame dog. And I think by the end of the movie, he's going to end up becoming like a good dog to Superman. The Superman.
Well, he's also an alien. He's not a dog. We just see a dog.
And again, he's got super strength.
Yep.
Because I know people were complaining about that. It's like, why is he hurting him when he's jumping on him? Is that a glory hole?
No, that's a Kevin Tran signed Spawn sticker.
There he is, Mr. Kevin Tran. So I think that's it for CinemaCon. I don't know if there's anything else you want to add on that.
I mean, they talked about a lot of things. A lot of it I can't remember now. It seemed like there was a lot of good movies that I probably wouldn't have seen. but like descriptions and what they were saying, I was like, oh, okay. Running Man, I was kind of iffy on. I definitely want to see that. Megan 2.0, I was excited to see that. Now I'm not. I think I'm more excited to see Final Destination Bloodlines. Never seen Black Phone still, I know. So I need to watch that. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff coming out I'm excited for. And yeah, I don't know what else. I can't think of anything else that, like, off the top of my head that sounded really cool besides that one you just said. Stephen King book sounds freaking wild. Yeah, that sounds wild.
I feel like a lot of stuff is remakes that are coming out or sequels. I feel like that's what we got most of, is just everything is like a remake or a sequel.
Well, yeah, because they have Five Nights at Freddy 2 comes out this Christmas. They showed Avatar 3, some of that. I mean, obviously Megan. Yeah, you're right. A lot of sequels.
It's a lot of sequels and a lot of remakes is what CinemaCon is. I don't know what really is original other than like the Stephen King. I mean, we're getting a Superman. That's obviously a retelling. I guess the Avengers stuff, all the MCU stuff that's still ongoing.
I have to find the whole list.
James Cameron is making 5 more Avatars. And then is anybody going to watch Jurassic Park, the new Jurassic Park movie?
Now I might actually see it because what I'm understanding, it's like they definitely are leaning more in the horror element.
Oh God, didn't they say that about the last one? Didn't they say the last one's like? Didn't they say the last one's like the Avengers?
That last one was not good.
The last 3 were not good.
I didn't mind the first one, Chris Pratt. It wasn't the other ones. I'm just like, eh.
I'm actually excited for The Accountant Part 2.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that one.
I like how they're making.
That was the other one.
Thing.
There's another one called Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling, where he's like a teacher turned astronaut, and he befriends an alien to save the Earth.
What the hell? Really?
Yeah. I like anything that dude's in. No, but anything that dude's in, I think all his stuff's pretty freaking good.
Except for Star Wars, we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah, they didn't even talk about Star Wars at this, so wonder what that means.
He's gonna be in Star Wars though, isn't he?
That's like the rumor that he was supposed to be in it. I'm trying to think what else. The Running Man, The Long Walk, Predators, The Bride. Oh, they did show
The Bride.
They showed the audience The Bride, and they said it looks freaking awesome.
Yeah, I think it's confirmed that Ryan Gosling is in Star Wars.
Oh, well, good to know.
Yeah. I think they talked about something with him about in the Cinemacon.
I don't know. They didn't talk about anything Star Wars this time.
Yeah, I read something about something this weekend.
So there is another thing. You watched Barbarian, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
So the director, Zach Krieger, has another movie coming out called Weapons. And I guess it's so it's about a teacher goes to school one day to find her entire class is absent and not just homesick. The kids all ran into the woods overnight and never came back. So it's a horror film.
Isn't there a trailer on that one?
No, there's no trailer yet, but they're supposed to release it here shortly. That sounds pretty intriguing. It sounds cool.
Yeah, see, like something like Barbarian. Barbarian was a movie that went under the radar. And I think if it came out right now, it might have done better. But you never know. Because if your horror movie's not a franchise, it's not going to make a lot of money.
No, and I'm sure this movie doesn't have a huge budget either.
But yeah, if you haven't seen Barbarian, watch it. It's a great movie. If you watch the trailer, it's nothing. It's not what it seems at all.
Let's see. And then, Ballerina. That movie, everyone said that movie looks awesome.
I didn't know they did reshoots and added more of Keanu Reeves in it.
Yeah, because Chad Stahelski, I guess, came in and directed the reshoots because the other director wasn't listening to him or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if that's actually true.
It was probably a bad movie then.
I just don't think that. I think he wanted the action to be more action, and then the director's Len Wiseman, which directed Underworld. So I'm like, how can you not do more action? It's a freaking John Wick movie.
Maybe Anna Arms or whatever needed the star power.
Maybe. I mean, not a lot of people know about her, so maybe. I don't know. I think it looks good. That one trailer they've shown so far is pretty awesome. Yeah, and Ghost Tab's right. Barbarian is amazing. It's like 2 to 3 movies into one. Yeah, the movie's wild.
Yeah, Barbarian was great. And I always forgot Justin Long was in it. I don't even think the trailers even promoted Justin Long in it.
No, I didn't know he was in it. I just knew Bill Skarsgård was in it.
Yeah, and he's barely in it.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Megan 2, I don't care about. I didn't even care about the first Megan, to be honest with you. It's like a modern Chucky.
Pretty much. The first one was actually not that bad, but I don't really care to see the second one now. It sounds dumb.
Yeah, it's going to be something they milk.
Venomite did not like Barbarian. It's not for everyone.
It takes a left in a movie. It starts off one way and then it totally changes.
Yeah, it's a different movie for sure. But yeah, Cinemacon, like, obviously we didn't go, so we don't really know everything that was shown. But it sounds like a good time. I did find out if you want to buy tickets to it, they start out, they're not cheap. Like, I think one of the lowest price tickets is $1,450, and that gets you access to everything. And I'm like, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot, man. You got to meet the stars or something to do that?
No, but I guess from my understanding, you have to go every day to get your media badge, whatever, for certain things that you want to go see or do. If you want to go to the Disney panel, you have to go every day to get your tickets for that. If you want to go to the Paramount, the Warner Brothers, if you want to go to the luncheon or whatever, you have to get tickets every day. I was like, that sounds too stressful. But I definitely want to go. I want to go one day. Megan 2 is basically T2. Yeah, that's exactly how it sounded. That's why I don't really care. I'll wait till it comes out for streaming.
Megan 2 is what? T2?
Basically, yeah. It's the Megan. They asked her for help to bend off this new AI robot. And I was like, okay. So they just stole T2. Basically. But that, yeah, Cinemacon, that's pretty much it. What else did you want to talk about?
We can just ask questions. We can start going over stuff. I don't know if there's anything else as far as I'm trying to think. There was some other stuff I wanted to bring up and I forgot. Let me see. I'm going through my phone and pictures because I have a lot of stuff that I use my phone for, like, memory. I guess not, as far as no. Well, Last of Us starts next week. I'm pretty freaking excited for that.
Next Sunday, right?
Yeah, it starts next Sunday. I'm pretty hyped for that.
Who's ready for that?
I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping the season's good. Pedro Pascal, speaking of him, when's Fantastic Four come out? July?
Yeah, it comes out the weekend of Comic-Con.
Because we got that. There was so much stuff coming out, man. Fuck, the weekend of Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. It's gonna be so freaking crazy with all these conventions coming up.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
But I don't know. What have you guys been up to? Watching, collecting. This is here. At least Val Kilmer got his last laugh on April Fool's. Best Batman. That's crazy that he died on April Fool's, man.
Yeah, when I first came up, I was like, that's got to be a joke.
Yeah, you know, the first person to show me that, and he sent it to me pretty damn early, was Terror Pops.
Oh wow.
And I was like, I was looking all over social media and nobody posted anything about him passing. So I had to Google it and he passed.
Yeah, I think you sent that to me?
Yeah, I sent it to you. Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what? And I had to look it up, and it was like all over Deadline and stuff. I'm like, oh wow.
Even though I don't have high expectations. It says, do you think McFarlane will make 252 comic book black cover Spider-Man before the end of the year? 252? He might. I don't know. He's definitely gonna. When he was talking in his panel, he said he said it last year too. The reason why he makes Batman so much is because the freaking Batman sells. And he said the same thing about Spider-Man.
Yep.
Let's see here. Abby will be the Hulk for The Last of Us. Gonna watch Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick tomorrow.
Nice.
I actually thought he passed already around the time he was in Top Gun Maverick. It's probably because they made him. He passed away in that movie.
Yeah.
So, started collecting vinyls. JFC. My wallet is taking a beating.
Yep.
What's JFC?
Jesus effing Christ.
Oh, what are you collecting right now as far as vinyl goes?
Yeah, vinyls. Whew, man, you thought toys were expensive.
Vinyls are awesome though because one, I mean, you can listen to them, and two, you can display them.
Yep.
I'm focused on the McFarlane toys. I do have lots of fun. Marvel Legends. I'm very selective.
Are you going to be selective now that McFarlane toys are actually more expensive than Marvel Legends?
I still think Marvel Legends or McFarlane toys is better than Marvel Legends. I think he gives us more variety than what Marvel pumps out.
Yeah,
that might change though when Mattel takes over.
True.
Trying to collect heavy metal and hard rock albums. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I think if Marvel Legends did more various characters and vehicles, then I think they'd. I don't know why the hell they don't do vehicles. What's up, Steve? Yeah. Why don't you think they do vehicles?
I don't really know. Honestly, I have no idea. I think G.I. Joe proves that you can put vehicles in a store and they'll sell.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like Marvel Legends easily could do these items here. They could do the freaking Jeep of Wolverine, right? They can do the Fantastic Four car, their cars, and you can just do it in separate pieces, buy them separate pieces, and then put them together. Like you could do, what do they call it? The Fantastic Car, or I don't know what they call that vehicle.
Fantastic Car.
Yeah, they could do that and just buy them individually, and then put them together. They could. I mean, I'm trying to think of other vehicles they could give us. I mean,
they could do a Punisher van.
They could do a Punisher. They can do a Punisher van. They can do a Blackbird. They can do. I don't know, man. They definitely can do vehicles. I just don't understand why they don't do it.
I think a Blackbird would have to be a HasLab because they'd have to make it
bigger, yeah. But then they would use that excuse for everything. Then they wouldn't give us any vehicles. They just won't give us anything. And that's what's stupid. It's like, dude, just give us the vehicle. You don't gotta make it lighty and flashy. I mean, McFarlane doesn't do it, and he actually puts lights in his stuff, but like people still buy it. Like you can give us something that'll fit two figures or at least one or two figures, and just as long as it's in scale and it's a cool looking paint job and decent sculpt, people will buy it. Come on, McFarlane can do a vehicle for $70. That's the price. That's the price of almost a Hulk figure.
Yeah, he also can do a freaking Bat Pod for $80, and it's not worth it.
The Batpod, yeah. Batpod's not. Actually, I did like it though when I got it. I'm not gonna lie. I thought crap.
Yeah, you got the updated version of what I got.
I don't know what the original one looks like. Yeah, I don't know what the original one looks like, but I actually did like the Batpod. I was like, I was talking crap about this things, and I actually was impressed with it. But still, he's done a Batmobile, various Batmobiles, and they're the price of a Marvel Legend, of a maximum Marvel Legend.
The most expensive Batmobile he did was the White Knight and the Tumbler, which was 100. Those are the most expensive ones he's done.
I think those. Right? I think those were because it was his exclusive to his website. I think that's why he priced them that way.
Well, how much was the big old monster truck that he did? That was over 100, wasn't it? Or was that 80?
I thought it was $80 or $90.
Yeah, I don't remember. I just remember it being kind of expensive. I'm like, what?
It was. I honestly think it was expensive for what it was, and then but still, he's still giving us freaking vehicles.
Well, yeah, yeah, I know. That's like one of my biggest complaints with Hasbro is if G.I. Joe, you can put a G.I. Joe vehicle in a store and they sell out. Why would you not do that for Marvel Legends? Really, not that hard. It makes a lot of sense.
I don't know, man. I just don't like. I'm telling you, they could easily do the McFarlane route and give us a whatever kind of looking van. People are going to buy it because then people are just going to customize it anyways. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're going to put lights in it. They're going to do a better paint job. They're going to do whatever they can. They're going to gut it. And I mean, why not just give us that version instead? And just, I don't know, just do like, yeah, Punisher van's ideal. People would buy it.
Well, yeah, everyone's been wanting it too. So I just don't see why you wouldn't do it. It makes a lot of sense.
And then it goes to Spider-Man. You can do the Spider Slayers.
Oh, yeah. Shoot. I forgot about that.
Yeah. You can give us, I mean, I don't even think they've given us a proper Nimrod yet. Have they?
Jeez. I know I have a Nimrod. I just don't know if it's the right one.
Yeah. I don't know if they've given us like a proper, like I would love to still see like a master mold where it's just the head with the spider legs. Like that'd be another cool something they can do.
Look at that. Legends Nimrod.
Yeah, Spin Masters gave us the big Batwing.
Nimrod was white, right?
And I spoke for 3D2s. Yes, I think he varied in colors, if I'm not mistaken. Need to come out with Zach Power Axe from MMPR. Yeah, they never gave us Zach's weapons. That's right. They gave us. Well, they never even gave us Kimberly's bow either.
I thought they did her bow.
No, they didn't they gave us Trini's size. They gave us Billy's lance. I think it's called his lance. And then the power sword for the Red Ranger, and then the Green Ranger's flute, and then the Saba saber we got. I don't know if Hasbro did it, but Bandai did it. But we never got anything from Zach.
Wasn't that the white one? The white saber?
The Saba saber is the white Ranger. Yeah. What do you think Nintendo's upping? What do you think Nintendo upping the prices on the Switch 2 game? I don't know. They upped the prices on it.
So the Switch 2 is like $450, and that's like almost PlayStation 5 territory. And the game's going to be $90.
What was it priced at before?
The first gen was $299.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's like double the price, dude.
Holy crap! Why is it so
much?
It's
not. And the funny thing is, it's not even an OLED screen; it's an LCD screen. It's just bigger, and what do they call the stupid freaking controllers? I can't remember now. They're magnetic. Everyone's kind of. I was like, oh, that's expensive. When they said the games would be $90, I was like, who in their right mind is going to pay $90 for a game? That's crazy.
What did it say here? It says Dan hinted things don't last forever in a story with him and the Hasbro team. So I think it's Toddy's Mac Legend time, boys.
I don't know. Everyone's just leaning into that so much.
I don't know. Look, I don't think it's going to go to Todd, but if it did, you can guarantee McFarlane would give us vehicles.
he's also going to give you a Spider-Man in every way.
Yeah. Well, for sure he is. But I'm all in for that freaking Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man, was it 12 cover, 13 cover? The black suit one. Yeah. But I definitely think McFarlane would do a better job over Legends, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Kevin asked you about your WonderCon haul. You didn't have a haul besides those signatures, right?
The only thing I got was my signatures, and then I picked up the Cyclops Mondo figure. The
did you open that?
Yeah, I opened it. I never did a review on it, but I opened it. It's the Kitty Pryde version, and or 97 version. And then I picked up from Atomic Art the ERTL 2-pack of Batman and Joker diecast figures that comes with a card, a Street Fighter shirt, and I think that's it. I don't think I picked up anything else. I got lobby cards. I got Batman 89 lobby cards that I have to get from Atomic Art.
Yeah, and you got Batman Hush 2 with the Ashcan mini comic.
And the Todd McFarlane wraparound.
Yeah. That's the artwork's by Brett Booth. Yeah. That wraparound is actually pretty friggin' awesome.
Yeah, man. It was only $650. I think it was $650 for each one.
1,200 total. It was 1,200 total, and there was $650 each day.
So that's it. There's no more.
600 each. Yeah.
So
do you notice that when we were there the second day, that a lot of those booths had that book? They had that book for a price for $100 or more already.
I saw it selling for like $150 online.
Yeah, dude, it's so crazy.
For the signed one.
Yeah, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, I'm glad I got mine though. I mean, Robert was telling me because we were in line for the signing, and he was like, they only have the signed one. And I'm like, I was like, no, don't get it. And I was like, you know what? I was like, get it, because I'm gonna regret myself not getting this book. So I was like, just get the signed one. So, but Muggsy asked if how I felt when my phone died or the storage got full when I was going up for the signatures. It was fine. It was no problem. I didn't mind because it happened so fast that I didn't even get a chance to talk with them. They were just rush. But again, my boy Aesthetic One was recording on the sidelines. So
yeah, both times, which is great. Great timing.
I didn't realize that because he was mentioning to me about he was talking to me about, I forgot what it was. He said I got certain people to do something that work for his staff, and I was like, so a lot of you guys know who I am then. Yeah, so apparently a lot of them know who I am that work behind the scenes. I just need Todd to know who I am.
Yeah. I had a good conversation with him actually when I went to go look how many Spawn books there were when you guys were in line. I had a good conversation with him. He was telling about how he wanted to get his Batman Hush figure signed, and then he posted the photo today.
Yeah.
He got it signed by Lee and Todd McFarlane. I'm all, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I got to read that too. I should have bought another copy. Oh, I think I actually have one on. No, wait, yeah, the Hush one. Yeah, I got another copy at Fat Collectibles. That's on my list. So when I get that copy, I'll read that one. I'm pretty hyped for that book because I'm getting heavily into collecting comics right now again.
I heard that Hush 2. I don't know what you call it. I heard it's only like 3 issues. Is that true?
I don't know.
No.
I don't really keep up to date with like new comics anymore.
Do I? There's an XL version. Oh my god, dude.
An XL version of what?
I think Hush 2.
Yeah, there's too many variants. But I will hopefully read that soon. But yeah, I'm getting more into comics right now. I'm getting heavy into buying key issues. That's my goal, is to just get a lot of the issues that I'm trying to get, that I've been trying to get, and I'm already like brushing through a lot of them right now. So,
well, I know you got one of them when I was down there.
Yeah, 2 of them actually. What happened to Fonzo 13? Didn't see him at WonderCon. He was there. Fonzo 13 was there. He
don't
was
think he would
actually
have done that.
with me during the. He was the one talking next to me during the Cal Dodd video.
Yeah.
Rose Bowl flea market next Sunday. I don't know. I'll see. Maybe I'll go. I don't know. That's a mission, dude. That's what that is a mission. That one you got to go early, and you're so exhausted and freezing. But we'll see.
What time is it open?
If you want to get the early bird, it's like 5 o'clock, but you got to get there early to get good parking.
All right, so I need to leave it the night before, like midnight. Got it.
It's that's a hectic one. You know what? I've never gone for comics, actually. I've never gone for comics.
Oh, shoot.
More Avenger Doomsday Marvel chairs to be announced. Hope Storm, Halle Berry. I think she's already like kind of locked in now, they say. Jackman. If certain characters aren't there that we think are going to be there, they're probably going to be there for Secret Wars.
Secret Wars. I didn't know. Okay, so Logan, you're in Concord, okay, or around there. That's pretty far for me. That's my opportunity to meet Jim Lee if I go there. Interesting.
Where?
Concord.
Was he doing a signing?
Yeah.
Jim Lee does a lot of signings, dude. I guarantee you he'll be at Comic-Con again.
Actually, it's not that bad. It's a 3-hour drive. I might have to do that now.
Yeah.
Dude.
You see that video that's trending about that kid who showed he went up to Jim Lee and showed him his artwork?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
But did you see like the other video leading up to it? There's like another video where he actually has a full conversation with Jim Lee. And then the picture that he drew, it's a Deadpool and Wolverine movie poster, I guess what do I want to call it. It looks really good. Looks really, really good.
Yeah, I watched the one that was when he was at Wondercon drawing that, and then I watched the one where he gave it to Jim Lee. I didn't.
Oh, that was at Wondercon?
That was at Wondercon, dude. Yeah.
What booth was that he was signing at?
So he was at the CGC booth signing, and that he was charging $65.
Oh man. Yeah, I didn't know that was WonderCon. Yeah, there's a video that I saw though. I think that's the one that's trending where you just see him going up and giving him the poster. Man. But there's one where he's actually having a conversation with him. And then Jim Lee's like holding it. And then I think Jim Lee's like, because I saw his social media and Jim Lee's following him now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for that kid.
Yeah, seriously, man. But I was like watching some of the stuff and I was like, holy crap, it's pretty good.
Kevin, you should have went and did that. You should have went and given Jim Lee some of your artwork.
That's probably what a lot of people are going to do now.
Yeah.
You learn a lot, dude. And I'm telling you, learn a lot of like McFarlane tells you a lot about what he's done and what to do. And you know what I mean? Like he didn't really tell you what to do in the panel that we were at, but I've seen so many videos on this guy. He's definitely a good person to like follow if you were, like as far as basically not taking a no for an answer.
Yeah, it was it's interesting hearing his journey into comics and how many times he got turned down before he finally got a job.
Yeah. He got turned down a lot.
Yeah. Was it like
a lot?
4 or 5 times before he finally got
it's
DC?
It's crazy that he saved all those letters.
Yeah.
And he even said that he had a checklist.
Yeah.
That's so nuts. WonderCon was too hectic. I was almost on Godzilla cover, but it fell through. Ah, man.
Dang.
What's up, Equan? Yeah, that's right. He had a talk with him in November. That's where me and Kevin met, was at the Jim Lee signing at Ninja Exchange.
Oh,
I don't know if I'm going to be getting that 2-pack or not.
Oh yeah, did you see the new NECA figure? Oh, what's his name's mom?
Jason?
Yeah, is it Jason? I think it's Jason's mom.
Pamela Voorhees?
Yeah, there's a new NECA figure coming out.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, I think did it get posted today? It might have been today.
Is it an ultimate?
No, I don't remember if it is or not.
I think the only one we've ever gotten from her was that Migos one, if I'm not mistaken. Who posted it? They did on their Instagram?
Yeah, I believe NECA did. I think it's a Walmart exclusive too, which sucks. Someone correct me if I'm wrong because I don't remember.
Let's see. Trying to find it. I see Megan. I see Turtles, of course.
Oh man, maybe it wasn't them.
No, I don't see anything about her.
It might have been. I'll find it.
What, Trick or Treat?
No, it was NECA.
Yeah, I don't see anything on as far as on their social media. Yeah, Jim was at WonderCon. Raph, do you always get the meet the parents reference gags from being a nurse? No, I don't. Thank you though. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for that. No, I don't. I never did. But he gave me his time, even though I can't tell if he was tired. I appreciated him looking over my work. It's good, man. Do it again. Turtles, everything with NECA. Yeah, I definitely saw pics of Pamela Voorhees, NECA, in NECA pack. Wait, yeah. Really? So it's ultimate. So if it's ultimate, that'd be the first ultimate Pamela figure. Ultimate,
yeah. It was shown via Walmart. So there it is.
Oh wow. I might have to get that. I might have to get that. No, I didn't get the new Pee-wee from Holothon. But one thing that Carlos was hauling was his Pee-wee.
Jesus. Nope. The only thing I got was this guy.
Yeah, that Michael Myers is nice.
I actually was driving home. I stopped off at the Target and sent him a picture of this, and I know that he had probably just woken up. I was like, look what I found.
That's a great picture, man. That is a great picture. Great figure. The accessories on that are so good. So good.
Yeah, dude, he has a lot.
There is a review on the channel if you haven't seen it. That is honestly, and I was telling Carlos about it. I was like, man, this gets me excited for NECA again. But then I'm like, oh wait, they're only doing turtle stuff.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. So the Pee-wee did look good though.
Yeah, that Pee-wee you can only get if they have the shipper, which I think they only have like 2 or 3 on that shipper, and that's like the one thing that's selling out for sure. Is that one? All the stuff I found at my Target is all gone. There's nothing left.
I think both of the Targets I went to had Pee-wee both times. And the first one I saw that had the display, because the other one was on the wall. The other one I showed you, the first one I found was on the display. That thing was untouched.
That's crazy.
Nobody grabbed anything on that. And I just went straight for the Michael Myers, man. I was like, I need this guy. So, and that's sitting already in my DTOF case next to my quarter scale NECA Halloween 2018 and my Trick or Treat Studios 1/6 scale Michael Myers.
Yeah,
I still have other Michael Myers. Huh?
So yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you just got the Curse of Michael Myers Trick or Treat one last year.
Yeah, that I got it like 3 days ago, I think 3 or 4 days ago. But that's definitely one of my favorite NECA Michael Myers figures. And it comes with a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah, I mean, and then the sign, the sold sign with the Michael Myers little display that the people did that left them on their house. That thing is awesome. And it cut the pumpkin. Unfortunately, the pumpkin doesn't light up. But and you get
pumpkin,
you get what? You get you get an extra head sculpt, and you get the
2 head sculpts. You get 2 head sculpts. You get a machete. You get an axe, 2 knives, the pumpkin, 5 pairs of hands. What is that? Candles and syringes. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot.
for $34.99.
Another cool item that I picked up, and I think you got it too, right? Was the Mr. Freeze Entertainment Earth exclusive.
No, I actually missed out on that.
Oh, you didn't get it?
No, I went to go order and it was already sold out. I was like, damn.
That thing was impressive. When you shine the black light on it, dude, it works good on that figure. But I think they should have made a light up version.
Well, you did a review on that too. That's up on your channel too.
Yeah, that's honestly a really good figure. I was really impressed. Like, I was kind of worried I was gonna be like, it's probably gonna be this gimmick that doesn't work that well. No, it works good. The new Marvel McFarlane statues, which I'm gonna get. I'm not gonna lie, I pretty much get all of them.
Yeah, but there's a new Spider-Man number 1 coming out.
Oh God. Two different versions.
He's doing a black suit and he's doing the red and blue suit. It looks freaking awesome.
Unfortunately, they're going to be the smaller ones. It's not the 1/6 scale. But which is fine. I think still I got to find a place to put, like, those are two pieces I would love to put next because of the size. They're not that big. Like, cuz when I get the toy room done, I do want to have like a Detolf case or some kind of a case that displays my key issues. Like, and if there's toys for them, I would love to have those besides them. So
I didn't realize those were going to be those small. I thought they were going to be the big ones.
I know.
That makes more sense though, because I was like, how the hell are you going to do that comic cover that big? That's just a lot of webs. Where did you find the Pam Voorhees Ultimate? It's on Walmart.com.
Is it for pre-order?
Yeah, I think it's pre-order. Let me look.
Believe it or not, Jonathan, I thought I had Spider-Man 12. I think it's 12, the black suit one. I didn't have it, and I just ordered a high grade one on eBay, and it came today.
It's out of stock now.
Yeah. It'll be in stock. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's also $43.17 now.
God damn, dude. Why is that so much? Dude, $43.
I think it's a third-party seller because I'm sure someone bought it and is trying to put it up. Because Walmart, they can do that now. I think that's stupid that they have third-party resellers on Walmart.
Yeah, one of the sellers that goes on there is from Frankensons too, who sells on there.
Oh, shocked. Not shocked.
Yeah, so I just recently bought the Black Suit Spider-Man book and it came today. I don't know why I thought I had it, but I guess I never did.
Wait, what? Number 300?
No, the issue 12 of the Spider-Man. I think it's issue 12 or 13 of the Spider-Man.
Oh, the Spider-Man run. Okay.
The black suit one, which is, so at WonderCon, when we went to go see McFarlane, we were waiting in the line. What did you see people holding the most, book-wise, to get signed?
A lot of Spawn. No, I was kidding. It was all Spider-Man.
Barely any
Spawn. It was either Spider-Man number 1 or some sort of Spider-Man comic that he did.
It was Spider-Man 1.
And then some Batmans I saw he had.
Spider-Man 300. I think I only saw one Batman, the 423, book 423. But yeah, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 300, or yeah, like you said, some other Spider-Man comic cover. I saw one guy with a Coyote book.
Yeah.
And then I saw one or two people with a Spawn book. I saw one guy with a Spawn paperback, and everything else.
Yeah. We saw we didn't see a lot. We saw a couple guys with the Malibu Sun Spawn cover.
I see that a lot, but I've mentioned this before. I mentioned it to you too, that McFarlane doesn't really care for that book because he doesn't consider that Spawn's first appearance. I've never heard of DC Hitman. Yeah, maybe I have. I don't know.
DC Hitman. Interesting.
There's the only cater to Turtles because Randy is an 80. Where is Randy? I don't see that guy anymore.
Randy, isn't it Randy Falk?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like he hasn't even been at the past couple conventions, like major conventions. So it's a great book. Oh, CM Brock, you're late, man. All right, we're gonna go over everything again for CM Brock. I'm just kidding.
Damn, you're usually like the first one in here.
Yeah, he's usually on it. Yeah, I feel like I've heard about this Hitman. You know who I think of when I think of Hitman? That guy, that white guy with the bald head and the black suit. That's not who it is, right?
Oh. Hitman? No.
Yeah, that's a game, isn't it, or something?
Yeah. Oh, okay. He looks
yeah.
familiar.
I'm definitely getting the Super Friends. Definitely gonna get those. Gonna start saving up for the Trick or Treat Studios Texas. Yeah, those look good. I'm getting that too with the whole table and everything. Those look really good.
I thought those were already out.
No, not yet. You know, when we were at Comic or at WonderCon and they showed the Michael mask from that Trick or Treat Studios booth there, which is from Lost Boys, and it looked just like the promo images. I was like, I have lots of faith in that Crow mask.
Oh yeah. You saw the
we've seen him at the cons. Yeah, we've seen him at the cons. But it's like videos of them at the con, but still like it's always different when you see something in person. Like for instance, that King Shark figure from Mondo. That thing.
Oh, you mean Ripster?
Yeah, the King Shark. Yeah, I say King Shark, Street Sharks. That thing was like you had to be there in order to really appreciate what that damn figure actually really looked like. Because pictures do not do that thing justice whatsoever, man. Like at all. Like at all.
Yeah. Seeing that in person was impressive. The paint in general, just like the paint work on that thing is phenomenal. That thing was phenomenal looking. Even the Doctor Doom, seeing that soft vinyl Doctor Doom in person, damn, that thing looks so good.
Yeah, those. Yeah, I think that Ripster though is probably one of the better vinyl or the best vinyl figure that they came out with, just as far as like detailing goes and sculpting.
Do you see yourself buying that Ripster now?
Yes, I was going to buy it regardless.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, the Ripster. I already ordered the yellow suit or the yellow version Mondo Juggernaut.
Juggernaut
from Entertainment Earth. And I got 2 Hot Toys coming in from Big Bad sometime next week, which I'm freaking hyped over. Yeah.
You gonna give a little tease of what they are?
They're both from the Flash movie. That's all I can say. That's all I'll say.
Well,
but I'm pretty hyped for them. It's 2 of them.
It's definitely not Leatherface.
Leatherface.
It's a joke.
So I got those coming in. I don't know when my Mondo Juggernaut will ship, but I think that's it. I got a lot of Whatnot orders coming in too. Comic book wise.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I got some eBay ones too coming in soon. So I'm on a comic book kick right now, and it's a good time too to buy.
Bye.
I haven't gotten the other Mondo Turtles yet, but I need to pick those up. I keep on forgetting. They're in stock right now, though. If you guys want to get them, those are in stock on Big Bad. Entertainment Earth actually just got some Mondo stuff in stock right now. I think there's one more Batman animated series left, 1/6 scale.
Yep.
The vinyl Juggernaut's in there. Gambit is in stock. Harley Quinn was in stock. She sold out. So those links
Rogue's
down below.
in stock. Phantasm in stock. Catwoman's in stock.
Yeah, she just came in stock. I'm thinking about getting that too because I don't have that one. No, it's not.
Clayface up. Jeez.
Clayface, I cannot wait for that one, man. I cannot wait to get that one. I should be getting my Spider-Man one hopefully soon too.
It's weird because they had the turtles in stock at one point, all of them.
Where? An entertainment?
Yeah.
No, they only had 2.
Now they're all on pre-order again.
Oh, really? So Raph and Mike sold out then?
Yeah,
Those are the
insane.
2 that were in stock. The other
They're
2
all
have been
pre-order.
pre-ordered. Big Bad has them all in stock though. And those are good figures, man, especially if you want like classic looking figures. And the packaging on them is great.
Yeah, that packaging is really, really cool.
Oh, that's actually a good. You know what? They should do either a Spawn and Crow crossover, or Batman and Crow would make sense too.
That'd be cool. I don't see that ever happening, but never say never.
Yeah, never say never. I'm still waiting on those Mondo 1/6 turtles they teased. That's right. They did. I think they did mention they were going to come back with the 1/6 scale turtles.
I don't remember if they talked about that.
Yeah, because some guy asked a question on it, and I think they said they're going to come back with the 1/6 scale, because that was the 1/6 scale turtles they did were several years ago.
Well, I did record the whole panel, so it's up on YouTube. So if you guys want to watch the whole panel, it's probably in there. Probably need to rewatch it.
I know. I recorded that one, and I recorded the McFarlane one, and I never did anything with it.
Yeah, that McFarlane one was long though. That was so long.
Well, no, it was only long because Todd likes to talk.
Well, yeah, he does like to talk. Honestly, nothing wrong with that, because when I watch him and Jim Lee's panel, those dudes together are like hilarious. I wish those guys would do like a buddy cop movie.
I'm looking forward to those Kenner alien ones, and one glows in the dark, man. I'm definitely going to be picking those up. Those are definite pickups, man. Those look so good. What did I just pick up from them recently? Oh, that It poster. I ordered that It poster.
Oh yeah, I saw that pop up, and I was like, I wonder if he knows about this.
I was like, need it. I saw the size of it, and I'm like, oh man, this thing's gonna be freaking big.
It's funny because did you even know before I sent it to you that was they posted?
Yeah, that's why. Didn't I send you? Already ordered it.
No, I think you said like later on. You're like, ordered it.
I thought I was gonna. I thought I was sending. I think I was editing my video when you sent me that, and I was gonna put. I thought I put ordered it already. But yeah, no, I saw that and I was like, all right, I'm getting it. It's totally different. Yeah. And it's like a black and white color, and it's
looks good.
Yeah, it's Tim Curry version, and there's a lot of little Easter eggs throughout the poster, so I'm pretty hyped about that.
And then a little bit ago, there was a leak of upcoming Funkos. There's a new Pennywise Tim Curry coming out.
I know. I can't wait for that.
I wonder what it's going to look like. That's the thing I'm wondering what it's going to look like. Hopefully,
cool. Every Tim Curry one we've gotten so far has been a re-release of the same one, so it's the one where he's like this. So the only thing I can think of is they make it more non-monster look, so they can actually make it look like a regular clown, like a Tim Curry version, and not like because the one they gave us is like the Deadlights almost looking one, but I think they'll either give us a regular version of him, or I mean, I would like to see the battle damage one where his face is going like this when Eddie does the inhaler to his face. But I don't know. I'm excited. I saw the Batman animated series one today, the deluxe Batman, $30. 30. I passed on it, dude. It looks so good, but I passed on it.
Yeah, Funkos are getting too expensive too.
That was nuts. My first Mondo will be the He. Dude, those 1/12s. When I saw those Ghostbusters in person too, I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to get these. They look great. I love the real Ghostbusters, and I don't think there's a company that's given us figures like that other than Diamond Select, but those are larger scale. To see them done in this scale, oh yeah. The thing about it though is I can't get any of the timed edition anymore because they're gone. But I would love to get the figures, the regular figures, so I can start a Ghostbuster collection. Just the main people, just the main guys.
Yeah, that He-Man, the prototype looks freaking great.
Yeah, I'm not a He-Man guy, but gotta admit they look good. That other guy we saw, was it Mumra? Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, dude, the Thundercats bad guy. Holy crap.
God,
dude.
man, that thing is insane.
So cool. And then
I think
what was it? She-Ra. They showed She-Ra
of course,
off
we didn't
later on.
even film that. I don't think we even filmed that at all.
No, I went back on day 2. I went back and looked at it.
Yeah, it looked good.
Swiftwind, the unicorn, dude. Talk about paint job, dude. That thing looks freaking awesome.
Yeah,
I see myself buying it, but it's beautiful.
I'm looking for I'm excited for the Carnage. I'm excited for the Mr. Sinister. What else did they announce for X-Men? Oh, Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler they have there. They had Sinister they announced. Was that it? Was that all the X-Men they announced?
It was Nightcrawler, it was Mr. Freeze. Yeah, I think that was it. And then Spider-Man, just Carnage. And then they teased Robin and fucking Two-Face, man.
Oh, that's right. They did tease those two.
They just talked about it. They didn't show anything, but those are the two. I need a Robin. And I need a Two-Face. Two-Face is one that I need. I mean, I wanted Clayface, got him. I still want a freaking regular Mr. Freeze. I have the noir version from Big Bad, but I want a regular Mr. Freeze, but that thing's like hard to get. And then, but Two-Face was my next one, and now I hope to get a Riddler and a Penguin, obviously.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they didn't do Robin like right away.
I know, because I was looking at my my Mondos the other day, and I'm like, I was looking at the X-Men's and I was looking at the Batman's, the DC line, and I was like, okay, so Batman has all villains and one superhero, which is Batman. Mondo has, for X-Men, villains and superheroes, because we have Sabretooth, Omega Red, Magneto, and for X-Men we got a lot of the X-Men team already. So and then and they teased Justice League Unlimited.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. They teased Superman.
Oh, wait, no, they didn't tease Justice League Unlimited. It was Superman.
Yeah, as I remember, you asked them in their interview with them about Superman, and they told you they had to wait. I was like, it's going to be Wondercon.
That means we'll get Superman, obviously. We might get a Batman from Superman, because he's in the animated series in some episodes. We'll get I don't know if Wonder Woman was in there. We'll get a Lex Luthor for sure. It says my jaw dropped when I saw Mumra. Yeah. Mondo is going to be doing some big things. Dude, you have that Scare Glow. Have you seen their Scare Glow vinyl? I don't know if it's still in stock on Entertainment Earth. And that's crazy. I didn't know they made their own Scare Glow figure. The horse. It was, and now it's in canon. Poster over your left shoulder, Carlos. I think that's
yeah,
it's the Crow.
It's an international poster. Shoot. I don't think it's on it's on back order.
It's sold out. It's sat for a while.
They had it there too. One of the well, not Mono didn't have it. Some booth had a Scareglow there. They had it for $500. Did you notice Mr. Arnie's Mr. Freeze has nipples too? Is that in the movie? I don't remember that.
That what?
Then again, I'm not looking at nipples from a dude, apparently.
From what was it? That what?
He just said, did you notice Arnie's Mr. Freeze has nipples too?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that. Let's see. It's way too much to collect, but I'm going to try. The Batman. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get the Batman Beyond one. It looks good. I'm not the biggest Batman Beyond fan, but that figure does look good. I agree. Yo, if I was gonna ask Todd McFarlane a question at the panels and it was gonna be Spawn related, nobody asks him anything Spawn.
Nope. What did they ask him about? It was always the most
Marvel.
odd question.
Yeah, it was like
it was just odd questions too that had nothing to do with Marvel too.
And the problem with McFarlane, you can ask him a simple question and he will take 5 minutes to answer it.
True.
Yeah.
Because he has a story for everything, which, honestly is
That's fine. No, it's fine. I'm not complaining. But my goal is to interview McFarlane.
It's going to happen. Well, it'll happen.
I got questions lined up. I already know how I would do my intro. I already have it planned out how I would do my intro. So I rehearsed it in my brain. I don't think many collectors like Todd McFarlane. I don't see why. He changed the game.
Well, yeah. I love how he talked about the story of how it all started out. Yeah.
How they walked out of Marvel, and Jim Lee was talking about how they said they were going to go to DC and say, we're not working for you. And he was like, I don't even work at DC. And he's like, I have to go over there and tell them I'm not working for you.
And then he was like, now I'm the president of DC Comics. I was like, that's pretty funny.
That's crazy how all that happened, man. It's funny how Rob was not in that panel.
Yeah. But he was walking around.
I wish McFarlane would play nice. Would other companies let actual statue companies like for Spawn? Yeah, that would honestly be awesome if like a PCS could do it. But his statues are nice that he has right now. His 112 statues, and they're in stock right now in Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description down below. I haven't seen him I did see one of them in person, and they look good. They look really good, and I still got to jump on those too.
Do you think that if he would have let a PCS do a Spawn statue, that there would be more awareness around Spawn?
I think he would probably have a lot to say on how to do certain things. He needs to. I think he needs to show more love for medieval Spawn, classic medieval Spawn, though.
Yeah, he doesn't. And Doomsday? No, I heard that was Secret Wars. That would make no sense for him to be in Doomsday with the black suit. Makes zero sense. Oh.
Maybe he gets the symbiote somehow in the end of that. No, I think he's going to get it in Secret Wars.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense for him to get in Doomsday.
Yeah. Todd News movie. Well, he hasn't really given us horror ones.
Mm-mm.
They were just asking basic questions, nothing too crazy.
Some dude asked him, like, I can't really remember it all, but it was just like this convoluted question, and Todd did kind of laughed, was like, and then try to answer it, and then moved on to the next question. It was just like a real random, weird question. I was like, what?
It's like I told you. I mentioned this before when a bunch of people were interviewing him. I think it was during the Spawn 300. I think it was during that time. And some interviewers were talking to him, and they were like, "Oh, you still do comics?"
Well, yeah, no one knows. That's what I'm saying. People don't read comics. They don't keep up to date.
Yeah, Prime 1 would freaking kill it.
I know someone that would get that day one.
Who?
You?
Yeah, probably. I think I would. I definitely would. For Spawn, I would, man, because there's just nothing like that. There's nothing. I have the Michael Jai White bust of Spawn, the McFarlane statue. There's no other statue of the movie Spawn. And it's not even a masked version. It's unmasked. That'd be a good thing to get him to sign, but I don't get statues signed. But
I wonder if you open up the license once the movie, the new one, actually happens.
says here. Yeah, he's talking crap about Marvel. Yeah, but isn't he drawing for DC again?
Yeah, we talked about that and his terrible looking Joker. God.
Do you think Mondo will get the rights to make He-Man, Dolph? Hey, somebody asked that, didn't they?
Someone did ask that. Asked if they would do the movie figures from back in the day. They didn't. Did they answer that? I don't know if they really did. I think they kind of went around that question.
Yeah.
They said something to do. It has to do with licensing. A lot of things that. Yeah, a lot of things that they talked about. Like they're like, there's a lot of things with licensing.
Todd doesn't ink the books anymore.
No. Do you wait? You get free. I do. I don't pay for anything from Amazon.
He just has to glory hole them.
It's true.
Does Jim Lee still pencil books, or does he only do? I think he only does covers.
Yeah, I don't know if he actually draws comics anymore. I don't know. I know he does a lot of covers. Actually, I don't know. Did he do that? I think he did the Hush Batman book.
Did he? I don't remember, man. We're gonna get a comic book guy on here soon. We're gonna be getting a buddy of mine from Fat Collectibles on here.
Who knows a lot about comic books, like a lot.
Yeah, so this is a guy that I been talking to for a couple years. So he's got a good comic book collection, a good card collection. Actually, the second time I went to Fat Collectibles, he brought some of his cards in, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
So that's something I want to try to bring on here too, is more comic book people too. And movie buffs.
Yep. We're going to have a movie buff on here soon. Rabiel likes Pokemon cards. You know, I bought a pack of Pokemon cards yesterday.
And what happened? Did you pull anything good? Prismatics?
I didn't open it. No, I just left it sealed.
Find him on his eBay account, gloryholes.com.
No, that's One Balls with a Z. I'm sure with Robert. I share with Robert now because he has high sales.
Mr. You probably would do that.
That'd be awesome.
All right, man. You want to call, dude? I'm getting tired.
Yeah, I'm exhausted and my back's on fire right now.
No. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We will be on next week. So thank you guys for watching. I am exhausted. I got to get up. I think I'm going to the swamp meet tomorrow morning, so I got to get some sleep soon. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. See you guys later. Good night.
Peace.